Dragon Ball video games, but on mobile devices, they are truly impressive. There's nothing better than reliving our childhood from a gameplay perspective, and boy, do these titles know how to do it. Although Dragon Ball video games are rarely released, today we bring you a list quite loaded with games which once again will give you back that feeling of wanting to transform into a Super Saiyan. Question: who is your favorite Dragon Ball character? And if you ever tried to transform into a Super Saiyan, leave an epic like. Number 10. Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit. As crazy as it may sound, this impressive video game can be enjoyed on Android. It is an explosive fighting game that revives the most epic fights of the Dragon Ball Z saga with stunning HD graphics. With a focus on fast and fluid action, it allows you to control iconic characters such as Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Frieza, while recreating the intense battles from the arrival of the Saiyans to the Cell Saga. The combat system is accessible but offers depth with aerial combos and special movements such as the Kamehameha and the Final Flash. Cinematics activated by special events in the middle of combat add drama, making fights feel like they are taken straight from the anime. Although it has a limited number of characters and sagas, Burst Limit captures the essence of Dragon Ball Z and is an excellent choice for fans looking for fast and nostalgic action. Number 9. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 MUGEN is a fan-made version that takes the experience of the classic DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi 3 to another level. Using the Mugen engine, this game brings together more than 200 characters from the Dragon Ball universe, including heroes and villains from all sagas, movies, and even spin-off series like Dragon Ball Super. The gameplay remains faithful to the 3D combat style of the original, with intense fights and destructible scenarios, but adds an incredible variety of fighters and special movements. Although it is an unofficial project, it stands out for its large amount of content and customization, offering a rich experience for fans who want to take the battles of Goku, Vegeta, and company to the limit. A must-have option for any fan looking for endless battles in the world of Dragon Ball. Greetings to Samuel Alex, Mr. IA, Insane Rocket, Jesus Rodriguez, Iron Angel, Samuel Sizer, Nelson David, Justice Spaniard, Beautiful Pietrajita, Sentry, and finally, greetings to Matu Flow. Number 8. Dragon Ball Last Strike is a succulent Dragon Ball video game that takes us into epic fast-paced turn-based battles, accompanied by our favorite characters from the series, ranging from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super. Personally, I don't usually like games of this style, but it's still a good option if you want a new experience again. And something pretty good is that you can increase the speed of the fights, making them more frenetic and so on. The animations, effects, and scenarios look great. It's one of the best games of this style that I've seen so far. Number 7. Dragon Ball Super Tenkaichi Tag Team is an exciting fighting game that combines the frenetic action of team combat with the most powerful characters in the Dragon Ball universe. Over time, this game has been constantly modified, achieving impressive things. There are mods of all kinds, in which not only more characters are added, but also customized attacks. When talking about mobiles, this is the most played title in the saga and one of the best, being inspired by Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Without a doubt, more than one of us has had stories with this video game in those times when it was crazy that a phone could run at a PSP. Without a doubt, pure nostalgia, followed by a spectacular game. Number 6. Dragon Ball Budokai 3. This is one of the most acclaimed titles in the saga, which implements really impressive combats with a high degree of difficulty. And what I like most are the interactive attacks in which we have to press certain virtual buttons to perform incredible actions. When talking about Dragon Ball, this is one of the most iconic games, but I particularly like the Infinite Word game more. Yes, this title is so complicated that I never finished it because at that time I did not have a memory card and the light always abandoned me. In this title, we see incredible things like walking on the snake, catching bubbles, performing training exercises, and even laughing at Cell. Wow, even on the planet Namek about to explode, a rock can fall on our heads. There is no doubt that it is a great game. Number 5. Dragon Ball Z Legends 3. It's an impressive 2D fighting game that, despite looking that way, will surprise you. The title has won the hearts of the entire community, making it one of the best Dragon Ball games we can enjoy on our mobile phones. Practically an unmissable gem. With stunning graphics and fluid animations, each hit and power feels vibrant and full of energy. You'll find a good handful of different game modes, each with its own particularities. In survival mode, you'll have to face tons of enemies one after another without recovering your health points between fights. Tournament mode follows the traditional rules of the tournaments that can be seen so often in the saga. You'll need to win 4 fights to get the prize. Lastly, battle mode will allow you to participate in exciting 3 versus 3 battles. Recommended. Number 4. Dragon Ball Multi-Project. This is one of the incredible surprises we have received this last month, and it is extremely rare for a Dragon Ball title to come out for mobile devices. Perhaps it could disappoint many due to the game mode it implements, but however, it maintains the essence of the saga, the attacks, characters, and so on. Previously, there was a MOBA title that had Dragon Ball characters, but nothing like a title dedicated completely to the saga. We enter into aerial fights in which we will meet characters from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super in chaotic battles where we will see attacks from all sides. Only the most competitive team will manage to win the battle. Number 3. Dragon Ball Super FighterZ MUGEN. Imagine enjoying the most competitive Dragon Ball game in a less heavy but equally spectacular format. In this title, we will have all the animations and effects of the original, but in a pixelated format, which I don't know about you, but I really like it. This new version can be enjoyed on both Android and PC, and yes, it's fresh out of the oven. It's a fan-made version that brings together the best of Dragon Ball combat in an exciting fighting game. The game offers frenetic, action-packed combat. The fast and fluid gameplay, along with classic graphics, evoke the nostalgia of traditional fighting games while maintaining the intensity of modern fights. Number 2. Dragon Ball FighterZ. The previous game is not enough for you. Well, I bring you the original version in its latest update. To play this title on your Android, you have 2 options. It can be from Win Later, simulating a PC on your mobile, or in Suyu Games, in which you simulate a Nintendo Switch. It is only a matter of trying which one works best for you, but I can tell you that it is one of the most fluid PC games that we can play on our mobile. Without a doubt, this video game knows exactly how to get us into battle and cheer our hearts as fans with each effect and animation that transports us to the anime. Whichever character you choose to fight, it will be a visual spectacle. In short, it is a spectacular game that, as crazy as it may seem, you can enjoy up to 60 stable FPS. Number 1. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Can we really play such amazing titles like these on Android? Of course we can. Just look at how well this wonderful installment can be played at a stable 30 FPS and also in Suyu Games with a stable 60 FPS. But of course, depending on the processor your device has, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is the best option you have if you want to enjoy the Dragon Ball story in the most authentic way possible, and that also really manages to make you feel as if you were the one who entered enters the battlefield. For some, it is the best Dragon Ball game that exists, of course, except for Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Although there is also Sparking Zero that looks great, but do you think it surpasses Budokai Tenkaichi 3? It is very complicated because of the nostalgia that the aforementioned game transmits. Anyway, I think the power that androids already have is great. They make us think what brutal games we will be able to play in the future. I see you love anime, right? Then check out this video. The games you'll find there are more than amazing. See you there.